Good morning, students. Today in revision in English, we are going to do relative class. Take your material, page number 22. What is relative class? Relative class is that it is attached to an antecedent by relative pronoun or relative adverb. Antecedent is earlier than or either in time or order. Relative class gives additional information. It is divided into two categories. One is a relative pronoun and one is a relative adverb. Relative pronouns is refer to a noun, a person or a thing. These are the words we use it for relative pronoun: who, whom, whose, which and that. And relative adverb is that forms the connection with the time, place and reason. When, where, why. Let us first do the first exercise. They have asked what is a find out, identify the relative pronoun or relative adverb or nouns. First sentence, I saw photograph of those who had disappeared without trace. Photographs is noun, who is relative pronoun. You can write it as RP. The second sentence, the friends with whom I sat on the graduation day have been my friends for life. Friends, noun, whom, relative pronoun. Third sentence, ordinary people whose personal well-being and security are assured join together in huge number to save people they do not know and will never meet. People, noun, whose, relative pronoun. Fourth sentence, one of the many things I learned at the end of the classics corridor. Classics corridor, noun, which I ventured at the age of 18, which is relative pronoun. At your age, fifth sentence, in spite of a distinct lack of motivation at university. University is noun, where I had spent for too long in the coffee bar writing stories. Where is relative adverb. RA you can write. Sixth sentence, I read hastily scribbled letters smuggled out of totalitarian regimes by men and women. Men and women, noun, who is relative pronoun. Were risking imprisonment to inform the outside world of what was happening to them. Seventh sentence, the man whose life had been shattered by cruelty took my hand with exquisite courtesy and wished me future happiness. Man is noun, whose is relative pronoun. Eighth sentence, there are my children's godparents, the people to whom I have been able to turn in times of trouble. People, noun, whom is relative pronoun. Ninth sentence, I shall never forget the African torture victim. Torture victim is noun, an young man older than I was at the time, who had become mentally ill after all he had endured in his homeland, who is relative pronoun. Last sentence, I have one last hope for you. Last hope is noun, which is something that I already had at 21, which is relative pronoun. Second exercise, add who, whom, whose or which. First one, in the conference, I met a polyglot who knew many languages. Second, he never finds shoes which fits him well. Third, why do always people ask questions which are very complicated? Fourth, people dash are participating who are participating in the competition have to write a story. Fifth, you are exactly the person whom I wish to see. Meet the proud mother whose daughter has won several medals. Next page, page number 23. Seventh sentence, what did you do with the money which I gave you yesterday? An atheist is a person who does not believe in God. I don't remember the name of the man whom I spoke to yesterday. Only children whose parents are illiterate study in this school. Exercise 3. Add who, whose, when, where, or why. Do you know the restaurant where we get good samosas? A dentist is a person who is qualified to treat diseases that affect the teeth and gums. 1950 was the year when India became a republic. I still don't know the reason why I was punished. Have you seen the artist whose paintings are extremely thought-provoking? Exercise 4. Combine the two sentences using who, whose, which, that, where, or when. First one. You borrowed a novel from the library. Have you read it? Answer is, have you read the novel which you borrowed from the library? I met a dancer. He knows you. Answer is, I met a dancer who knows you. We stayed at a hotel. We met an animal rights activist at the hotel. Answer is, we stayed at a hotel where we met an animal rights activist. She works in a company. The company's work ethics is very good. Answer is, she works in a company where its work ethic is very good. I still remember the day our first pet came home that day. I still remember the day when our first pet came home. Exercise 5. Correct the following sentences. The hill station dash we spent our vacation was very beautiful. Where we spent, it's not which we spent. Do you know the name of the river? Dash flows through the city. Which flows through the city. The people dash work in the stadium are very friendly. The people who work in the stadium. What was the year? Dash severe losses were incurred. When? A soda maker is a machine that makes soda or which makes soda. Both are correct. Is that the man? Dash is the author of the bestseller. Who is the author of the bestseller? She recommended a book. The title of dash I have forgotten. The title of which I have forgotten. They are 3 brothers. All of dash are graduates. All of them or all of whom? Both are correct. That's the film dash I saw when I was in college. That's the film which I saw when I was in college. 10th one. Is she the one? Dash mother is a famous dancer. Whose mother is a famous dancer? Let me meet you in the next video. Thank you.